Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And David Ayer is done. He's done with DC. They're not going to do the Suicide Squad Director's Cut, Ayer Cut, Joker Cut, whatever you want to call it. And he's pretty bad about it. Seems pretty salty. He's out on Twitter saying, I'm just completely done with DC. And this is
His second tirade on Twitter?
This is like the second time in a couple of weeks he's been, getting headlines on all these nerd sites for stuff he said. He said, and we did a video on this, he said that right before Christmas that he remembered a time when audiences applauded success, they didn't cheer on the failures, etc., etc. Basically,
yeah, like, well, don't suck, and then people won't cheer on your failures.
Right, and he got kind of called out for that, and now it's followed with...
Kinda. He got ratioed. I'm sorry.
Kind of called. Kind of a little bit. Now he's just done with DC.
So, but are the DCC's comments he was making, and then they're like, about fans, and they're like, hey, maybe not a good idea.
I don't know. I personally think that they're looking to cut corners at Warner Brothers, and they've had massive failures with the DC movies. Aquaman 2 was a huge dud too, and they're betting everything on James Gunn's Superman movie.
James Gunn also did The Suicide Squad.
Yeah, so there might be a little... it didn't make as much money as David Ayer's Suicide Squad, but it was objectively the better of the two movies. I think, in fact, I didn't watch The Suicide Squad because I didn't like the original Suicide Squad very much, but I love James Gunn's movie.
Well,
so,
no matter what, something went down.
Something went down. So we're gonna talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, get woohoo if you do.
Woohoo!
Go out to Shop Clownfish, shopclownfish.com. Pick up a copy of Crimson Wren and previously on Clownfish TV. These books are both in stock. They're printed. They're ready to go, ready to ship. We've been shipping them for the last 2 months now. And you can pick up a copy if you missed one or both of these books. And we're going to be closing this campaign out in about 10 days. Mm-hmm. And I don't know when you're going to have an opportunity to buy them again.
Well, Clownfish, we might have from the store, but Crimson Wren will be gone until the second campaign.
Right. So that one's going to be put in, I guess, the vault. Do we have the Clownfish vault?
It'll be
the fish tank.
It'll be tanked until it'll be fridged until
we're gonna fridge our cups.
It's gonna be fridged until we do Crimson Wren Volume 2.
Yeah.
Sorry, there's so many to keep track of. It's so hard for me sometimes.
Yeah, because we want to make sure we have enough copies for that one too. So anyway, let's go out and see what's going on here. This is coming from Comic Book Resources. He put this tweet out. This one, he said, I'm done with DC. I'm done with it. So a lot of people clamoring for the Ayer Cut and the VFX and CGI work, and he's basically like, no, there isn't going to be an Ayer Cut of Suicide Squad. But he's been
over. Yelling about how he wants it forever.
For years. Yeah, he was very angry that Zack Snyder got a Snyder Cut, and he did not get his Ayer Cut of the Suicide Squad. Now, my understanding is that his cut has a lot more Joker and Harley in it. He's made some comments before that he wishes he'd handled the Joker differently. He wouldn't have given him facial tattoos. I thought that was a really weird decision, but there was a lot more Joker, and people were like, hey, I want to see a Joker cut. But I'm sorry, it's Jared Leto, and after Morbius, do people really want to see more?
No, I don't.
It's joking time. So yeah, he said after years of advocating for the release of his extended cut of Suicide Squad, David Ayer has officially given up hope. In a series of posts on X, he bluntly and abruptly announced the end of his relationship with DC, owned by Warner Brothers. Ayer responded to fans who were concerned that his sudden declaration might hurt the anticipated release of his alternate cut of Suicide Squad by doubling down on his stance and comparing the pain of the ordeal to a wound that he and fans must heal from and have it cry over.
I don't think people are really that upset. I could be wrong, but I feel nothing.
I feel nothing. I didn't like the first one. I'm sorry, dude. You might be an okay guy, to have a beer with, but I didn't like the Suicide Squad. I liked the Suicide Squad, which is James Gunn's, and he's probably behind axing yours, and I'm sure that's a sore subject, but whatever. Per comicbook.com, he said, I'm done with DC, and he added in now deleted post, nope, done and done. Very sad. You'll be fine after a good cry. I feel healthier. It's a wound that needs to heal. He further said in another deleted post, "Nothing about the situation feels good. Studio has no interest in releasing the Ayer cut. It's time to run and not look back."
To run and not look, wow. But this is after the drama queen had a meltdown about fans. How you just had to, stop hating on everything, wishing it to fail. And it's like, well, then stop producing shit and telling us we have to like it.
People worked hard on this. You can't hate it. Following the unexpectedly successful campaign for the Snyder Cut, Ayer began to discuss and call for the potential release of an Ayer cut due to the significant differences between his originally shot vision for Suicide Squad and a theatrically released version.
But people were actually asking for the Snyder Cut. There's some, but not very many people were putting the effort in to the Ayer cut, not on the same level.
So the main difference is that in the case of the Snyder Cut, it was tragedy that he had to stop working on it. And it was just a very, very different movie. My understanding with the Ayer cut, because Joss Whedon came in and joked it all up and whatever. And it didn't make a lot of sense. Joss Whedon.
That's the Snyder Cut.
The Joss Whedon cut of the Snyder Cut movie of Justice League.
You're like jumping around the air. People are like, when did Joss Whedon touch it?
Joss Whedon came in.
You're confusing people.
He came in. There's allegations.
I know,
but he came in and he finished the Justice League movie. He made it jokier. It didn't work. It didn't work in the theater. We got the Snyder Cut. It was much better, but people still didn't buy it. They didn't care. Whatever. All the DC movies are dying. They're not going to go back to this movie and be like, you know what? Let's spend another $50 million and fix it.
James Gunn did the second Suicide Squad movie, and that's the one that they were ending on to build upon, and he's in charge now. So.
And who got the Peacemaker series out of it? And who got the keys to the whole, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's got to piss him off on some level.
And now they're like basically saying, nope, we're not getting it at all.
Yeah, we're not getting it at all. Ayer revealed key details and expansions necessary to align with his true vision. More screen time for the Joker. But now here's the thing. They moved on with the Joker as well because they have the Joker standalone movies. They have probably a new Joker for the Batman. This movie came out in 2016. Most people forgot it existed. Other than introducing Margot Robbie as Harley Quinn, and I'm sure she'll probably have a future, I guess, as Harley Quinn. I guess Lady Gaga is going to be Harley Quinn in the Joker movie, but that's a totally different timeline. But
I can't keep track.
DC needs to we just need to just stop and be like, look, let's have one cohesive universe, or let's just make a couple of good superhero movies, standalone superhero movies, and if people like them and they make money, we'll do another Justice League or something. But let's not build this universe.
Wait, he said he got sniped JFK style? Whoa.
JFK style. Wait, what? No, I'm good. I don't need to be walking around with a begging bowl.
Well, that's what you've been doing, though.
Yeah, these tweets are deleted. Gonna protect my heart more moving forward. He said it was an inside job. He said he got sniped on that one, JFK style. Ayer's comments come after the recent conclusion of the wider DCEU due to lowering interest from fans. Yeah, that's putting it mildly. So yeah, it's just DC's dead. At this point, just dude, everybody else has moved on. It's probably time to move on. I think that's why Zach Levi is saying the stuff he's saying too, because he's like, what have I got to lose? I'm not coming back. I'm not related to James Gunn, so I'm not his brother. I'm not going to get a role. They're not going to do another Shazam movie if they can't. I don't think they're going to stick the landing on Superman. I mean, I could be wrong, but I just can't see James Gunn doing the Superman movie. Plus, people are pissed off it's not Henry Cavill. You're pissed off it's not Henry Cavill.
I actually am not that. I mean, I think the new guy that cast this looks okay. I think he's believable. I haven't seen him act though, so.
Maybe he's got a really thick Brooklyn
I'd rather
see
Henry Cavill,
without clothes.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking like other roles, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right, we're gonna wrap this one up. So there we go, guys. For those of you who have been standing for this movie, it's beyond over at this point. So is the DCU. Gonna wrap it up. Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, and we'll talk later.
Bye.